Good evening, everyone. I hope good evening. I hope my voice is audible and everyone please keep your audio and video mute throughout the session. Okay? As many people are there, I don't want to create any kind of chaos throughout the session. So today we are in week 2. We will be discussing the questions of previous year for week 2. I hope everyone has gone through the lectures for week 2 and are present here today to solve questions with me, right? So today we will be discussing 10 questions for week 2. I think the topic is the skeletal system and I hope everyone has come prepared. Hmm? So it's already 7:12. I have waited much. Whoever has joined now, we will start with them. Later, rest people can join. Keep joining. Okay. So, if someone is new to the class, has joined the class for the first time, I'll introduce myself once more. I am Amrita, a PhD scholar at University of Hyderabad, and I will be taking these animal physiology live interactive sessions. And we will be discussing previous year questions of the week, which is going on for you all, so that you can revise with me once more the lectures and you can practice through these questions so that it will be easier for you to attend the current year assignment questions, right? And yes, the rule is that I will show you the question and I'll give you around 1 to 2 minutes time. Think which is the correct answer to the question. Four options will be given and write it down in the chat box. Okay, everyone please type it in the chat box. Do not unmute your audio or video. Okay, and after you all have answered the question, then I will say what is the correct answer for the question and we will discuss a explanation for the correct answer as well. Okay, good. So we'll start with the first question of today. Please just let me know if you can see the first question. Which of the following is a part of the integumentary system? Skin, brain, spinal cord, kidneys. Start answering. Very easy questions. If you have gone through the lecture, I think everyone can answer it, right? And yes, please keep a note of how many correct answers and how many wrong answers you're giving throughout the session. We will just know how many correct answers you all could give, right? Like out of 10, how much you got. Please keep a note of that. Yeah. Yeah. What? What? Come again? That you have to check on the website. Yeah. Yeah. Please try to answer whatever you can understand from the question. Okay? Yeah. Anyone who has not attended the lectures due to any of the issues possible, do not worry. Try to answer the questions according to your capacity today and go back and try to learn through the lecture again. Okay? You can practice today anyway if you have not gone through the lectures. The lectures are present on the NPTEL website. You people must have got a link for that, I guess. And yeah, all of these classes are recorded. So, like, I am recording the class. So, whoever has doubt or want to, okay, yeah, or want to go through the lectures once more, they can go to the YouTube channel and see the lectures, see this live interactive session again. If you want to go through the questions once more, okay. And I think till now you people must have got the YouTube link from NPTEL. If not, I will give you at the end of the session. Okay. Everyone who is joining late, please start with the first question. We are still in the first question. Which of the following is a part of the integumentary system? A very easy question. Skin, brain, spinal cord, kidneys. I can see 32 people here, so I need 32 answers in the chat box. Please, everyone, be active and be with me throughout the session. No, I don't think 32 people have answered yet. Are rest people still waiting? Are they still thinking? I don't know. Everyone, please be attentive throughout the class and try to answer the questions. Okay, I think it's high time. We'll discuss what is the correct answer for first question. It is skin, right? I think everyone has given the correct answer. So skin is a part of the integumentary system, whereas brain, spinal cord are part of the neural system, kidneys are part of the excretory system. So what is integumentary system? It consists of epidermis, dermis, hypodermis, associated glands, hair and nails. So here you can see in the figure, these are the skin and the accessory structures like nails, hair, sebaceous glands, and sweat glands. All of these are part of the integumentary system. So, what is the common functionality in between these structures or accessory structures or glands? That all of them perform an intricate functions like maintaining the body temperature regulation, that is cell fluid maintenance, synthesis of vitamin D, and detection of stimuli. So these are some of the functions which is carried out by the parts of the integumentary system, and skin is one of it, right? Brain, kidneys, spinal cord, they are not a part of the integumentary system. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. Second question, which pigment in our body absorbs UV rays? Keratin, chlorophyll, melanin, elastin. Start answering. I want answers from each one of you. So please try to answer in the chat box. Which pigment in our body absorbs UV rays? Whoever is raising the hand, please write down your query in the chat box. I'll see it. Keratin, chlorophyll, melanin, elastin. Done, everyone? Please, everyone, try to answer. Even if you're not confident enough, please try to answer. I don't see 30, 32, 36 people are answering in the chat box. Surbi Rana has raised her hand. May I know what is the problem? Please write down in the chat box. I'll look into it. Whoever is raising hand, please write down what is the query in the chat box. Okay, I think that much time is enough to solve this question. Which pigment in our body absorbs UV rays? The correct answer is melanin, right? So, here you can see, so UV rays activate a chemical in our skin which is called as melanin. And skin is the first part of our body which acts as a defense against the UV rays of the sun. So what does melanin do? Melanin absorbs these dangerous UV rays that can do serious skin damage. So, and of course, UV radiation is also composed of UVA, UVB and UVC components, which is dependent, and this division is based on the photon wavelength. So, if you can see how much penetration each of the UV rays has. UVC has no effect. UVB can lead to sunburn, inflammation, direct DNA damage, eye damage, or skin cancer. And UVA rays are the most hampering. They can cause premature aging, indirect DNA damage, oxidative stress, and skin cancer. Serious problems like skin cancer. So, melanin is secreted. Melanin is the pigment that our body absorbs, that our body has to absorb UV rays. Whereas keratin, it is present in hair. It is the wrong answer. Chlorophyll is present in plants. Again, a wrong answer. And elastin, it is a part of the extracellular matrix. It is not present in our skin, which can absorb UV rays. So, the correct answer is melanin. Okay. We'll move on to the next question. Third question. Which of the following is the lowermost layer of skin? Germinativum, spinosum, granulosum, corneum. Start answering. Everyone, please keep your audio mute. Done? Everyone is done? Okay. I can see multiple answers. We'll know what is the correct answer. Okay, I think that much time is enough to solve this answer. So the correct answer is germinativum. Many people have answered granulosum, but it is the incorrect answer. Which of the following is the lowermost layer of skin? It is germinativum, also known as stratum basilae. Stratum basilae, also known as stratum germinativum, is the deepest layer, right? It is the deepest layer, as you can see here, separated from the dermis by the basement membrane. It is stratum basilae, and it is attached to the basement membrane by hemidesmosomes. You can see the cells here. Okay. So, which is the lowermost layer? It is stratum basilae, not stratum granulosum. It is present much up than stratum basilae. Okay, the question was for the lowermost layer. Okay, moving on to the next question. Fourth question. Metabolism of these two molecules in our body is directly linked with sunlight. Calcium and magnesium, magnesium and iron, iron and vitamin D, vitamin D and calcium. Start answering. Everyone who is attending the class, please try to answer it in the chat box. I want answers from everyone. I'm repeating again and again. Please, everyone, try to answer in the chat box. It is for your own good, right? Still, people are joining. Whoever is joining late to the class, please pop up with the question which is shown on the screen, and whatever you have missed, you can go back and see the recordings of the session. But I request you all, please be on time so that you can attend all the questions. Okay, done. I guess that much time is enough for this question. So the correct answer is vitamin D and calcium. I think everyone has given the correct answer, right? So these two molecules, vitamin D and calcium, their metabolism in our body is directly linked with the sunlight. We will see how. So, strictly, humans have derived most of their vitamin D from the result of exposure to sunlight. So, most of the vitamin D which is present in our body is due to the exposure to sunlight. So, what happens when our body is exposed to sunlight? So, what happens is cells in our skin have a precursor of vitamin D, which is known as 7-dehydrocholesterol, right? Which upon exposure to sunlight changes, undergoes chemical change and converts it to vitamin D3, also known as cholecalciferol. And then when Vitamin D from the skin or from the dietary sources is then converted to vitamin 25 hydroxy vitamin D3 in the liver. This is then again converted into the active vitamin D, which is present in the kidney. So there are four steps. First, due to exposure to sunlight, the precursor present in our skin called as 7-dehydrocholesterol is converted into cholecalciferol, also known as vitamin D3, and then vitamin D3 is converted into 25 hydroxy vitamin D3 in the liver, which is again converted into the final active form of vitamin D, which is 1,2,5 dihydroxy vitamin D3, right? And this is the one which promotes calcium absorption in our body, mainly in the intestine, and is essential also for bone mineralization and maintenance of calcium and phosphate concentrations in blood. So without sufficient vitamin D and calcium bone mineralization, if it is impaired, then it leads to diseased conditions like rickets in children and osteoporosis in adults. So both vitamin D and calcium are dependent on the sun for their metabolism. So calcium is mostly dependent on vitamin D, and vitamin D is mostly dependent on the exposure to sunlight our body is getting. I hope it is clear. We'll move on to the next question. Which of the following molecules is not a part of the extracellular matrix? Collagen, elastin, hyaluronic acid, glia. Start answering. Questions are very easy. I think whoever has not attended the lectures also, they can answer it. These are very basic questions. Everyone, please do not unmute your audio. Please write down the answer in the chat box. I can see it. Okay, is everyone done answering? Okay, great. Then we will move on to know what is the correct answer. So, the correct answer is glia, right? So, collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid all are part of the extracellular matrix, whereas glia, it is not a part of the skeletal system only. It is a part of the neuronal system. So, here you can see the extracellular matrix. It is composed of the basement membrane, Yeah, and it is composed of epithelium, and you can see the parts here. You can see there is collagen, which is non-fibrillar collagen, fibrillar collagen. Then here you can see more details related to the two layers of the extracellular matrix, right? If you want to know, I have kept the information here for your knowledge. You can go through it later. You will get the slides as well as the recordings, right? Okay, we'll move on to the next question. The appendages that connect muscle to bone are called ligaments, tendons, cartilage, nephrons. Start answering. The appendages that connect muscle to bone are called ligaments, tendons, cartilage, nephrons. Done? Everyone is done answering this question? Okay. We will know what is the correct answer to this question. The correct answer is tendons. I think everyone has given the correct answer. The appendages that connect muscle to bone are called tendons. So here you can see how tendons bind muscle to the bone, right? I'll give a more correct, detailed explanation of the sixth question after you answer the seventh question. We'll have a comparative study. So, the appendages that connect bone to bone are called. The first question was which connect muscle to bone. Now it is bone to bone. It is ligaments, tendons, cartilage, or nephrons. Again, the same options. Whoever is present, please answer. I want everyone to be active throughout the class. Okay? Whoever is raising hand, any queries, please write down in the chat box. Whoever has joined late, they can go through the recordings in the YouTube channel again. They will get the links. And whoever has not joined in week 1, because today we are in week 2, they through can go through the recording of the live session of week 1. I have uploaded in my YouTube channel. Okay. So let's see what is the correct answer to 7th question. The correct answer is A, ligaments. I think everyone has given the correct answer. So the appendages that connect bone to bone are called ligaments. And in the previous question, we know that the appendages that connect bone to muscles are known as tendons. So here you can see tendons bind muscle to bone and ligaments bind bone to bone. So what exactly is the difference between the ligament and tendon? Ligaments connect bones together, whereas tendons connect bone to muscles. So what is the cell type of ligaments? They are made up of fibroblasts, whereas tendons are made up of tenocytes. Fibroblast like cells, but not exactly fibroblasts. So the extracellular matrix of the ligament is consisting of less collagen content, glycosaminoglycan, and more water content, whereas tendons have abundant collagen content, proteoglycans, and elastin. Next comes, they also have aspirin and tendomodulin. These are engineered constructs of ECM. And for the tendons, it is versican, proteoglycan 4, or SORT3. So, same way the functions, mechanical properties of both the appendages are written, right? So this is just a extra information if you want to know more about it. Otherwise, the diagrammatic explanation is here. Okay. We'll move on to the next question. 8th question. 3 more questions to go. Chondrocytes are the primary cell types consisting ligaments, tendons, cartilage, eyes. Start answering. Okay, everyone is done or people are still answering? Should you need more time? Okay, I guess everyone is done. We will see what is the correct answer to this question. It is cartilage. Chondrocytes are the primary cell types consisting of cartilage. A very simple answer. You can see how chondrocytes look. So chondrocytes maintain the extracellular matrix and produce the cartilage matrix, right? It is surrounded by collagen fibers. Chondrocytes release substances to make the cartilage strong and yet flexible. In general, chondrocytes are found within the invertebral discs and in many form of the articular cartilage, right? So the cartilage is made up of cells known as chondrocytes. Simply I'm saying chondrocytes are the ones which make up the cartilage. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Mesenchymal stem cells cannot differentiate into muscle, cartilage, bone, gametes. Mesenchymal stem cells cannot differentiate into muscle, cartilage, bone, or gametes. Okay, everyone done? People are still answering? I'll wait for more 1 minute. Everyone who has joined the class, please answer the questions. There is no point being inactive in the class, right? Okay, we will see what is the correct answer to this question. The correct answer is gametes. So, mesenchymal stem cells can differentiate into muscle, cartilage, and bone, but not gametes. Here you can see how the differentiation of stem cells happen. So, first are the most potent cells known as the totipotent cells, which is the blastomere. Again, then comes the pluripotent cells, which are the example is embryonic stem cells, from which then comes the multipotent cells, which are the mesenchymal stem cells and the hematopoietic stem cells and neural stem cells. So these mesenchymal stem cells then differentiate into unipotent cells, which if mature into bone, cartilage, or muscle, for example fat, skin, etc. others. And these hematopoietic stem cells differentiate into red blood cells, white blood cells, thrombocytes, natural killer cells, T cells, B cells. And the neural stem cells, they differentiate into the parts of the nervous system, which includes neurons, oligodendrocytes, and astrocytes. Okay, so clearly you can see that mesenchymal stem cells differentiate into unipotent cells, which then differentiate and mature to form osteoblasts, chondrocytes, myoblasts, stromal fibroblasts, adipocytes, stenoblasts, which mature to form bone, cartilage, muscles, stroma, adipose, and tendon. But gametes, no. Okay, so moving on to the last question of the session. The more the potency of a cell, it cannot differentiate into any cell type. The more cell types it can differentiate into. Doesn't say anything differentiation potential. None of the above. So, start answering. People are still joining. We are at the end of our live session. Although the timing is 7 to 9, I don't think it takes 2 hours to discuss 10 questions. So, whoever is thinking that they can join at 8 o'clock, it will be of no use. Seriously. So, if you want to attend the session, please join on time at 7 o'clock because mostly we finish by 8 to 8:15, right? So, yeah. Whoever wants to join the live session, please join by 7 to 7:10. That's the maximum I can wait for you all, right? And it is always helpful if you are interacting in a live session and giving answers in a live session. When you see a recorded session, you just go through the questions. But when you give answers in a live session, then only you can practice. This session is for your practice, for your revision, so that you can do well in your upcoming exam of this course, as well as for the assignments it will help you, current year assignments, right? And I hope my explanations are clear enough for the questions. If you have any issue with that or any other doubt regarding the live interactive session, I am here to help you. Okay? The more the potency of a cell, it cannot differentiate into any cell type. The more cell types it can differentiate into, doesn't say anything differentiation potential, none of the above. Again, I'm repeating, whoever is joining now, we are about to end the session. So, bad luck. Already week 2 questions are over. This is the last question which is going on. So, if you want to go through the live session again, please, you will get the link for the YouTube channel video. You can go there and go through the questions again. Okay? Everyone who has joined, please try to answer the question. Write down your correct answer in the chat box. And I request all of you, when you're coming to this session, please try to go through the lectures and come. That will help you in answering all the correct questions, because all of these questions are only from those lectures, and in the explanation I may be giving you some extra information, but all the questions the are included in the lectures. So go through the lectures and come. Okay. Okay. I guess everyone is done. We will see what is the correct answer. The correct answer is, the more the potency of the cell, the more cell types it can differentiate into. So here you can see so the most potent cells are the totipotent cells. The female and the male gametes fuse to form the zygote, which is the totipotent example of the totipotent cell, which then differentiate into blastocytes, which again forms the hematopoietic stem cells, mesenchymal stem cells, which these the potency decreases, and by the time it comes to unipotent cells, the potency has decreased a lot, and they can just differentiate into one kind of organ, the unipotent cells, right? Same way, the differentiation is inversely proportional to potency. The more the potency, the less is the differentiation, and with decreasing potency, the differentiation increases. Okay, I hope it is clear. With this, we are at the end of today's session. So whoever wants to go through the questions again, they are most welcome. Go to the link which is provided to you and attend the YouTube session again. And whoever is missed today, joined late, please go through the lectures and as well as the live interactive session. These questions also may come in your exams. The current year assignment questions, the previous year assignment questions, all of these are included in your syllabus. So don't neglect it. Please go through it and come prepared for week 3. We'll meet again on next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Can you say about ESRT? I am not sure what is ESRT. Any doubts, please ask now, or we can conclude the session for today and we'll meet again next Tuesday. Whoever doesn't have any doubts, they can leave. Okay, can you please repeat the 10th question again? So the question was, the more the potency of the cell, what will happen? If the more the potency of the cell, the more cell types. Okay, 1 minute. I think the more cell types it can differentiate into, right? Okay, so it's like totipotent cells can differentiate into pluripotent cells, and then pluripotent cells differentiate into multipotent cells, and then multipotent cells differentiate into unipotent cells. Okay, 1 minute. I'm having a little bit doubt about this question. I don't exactly know. Hmm. Okay, I'll check the question again because the answer was given as B, but according to the explanation, it doesn't match, right? Okay, I'll let you know like what is the correct answer of the 10th question. Anything else? What do you want to know exactly about the end stage renal disease? Can you elaborate? Okay, whoever doesn't have any doubts, they can leave the session and we'll meet again next week. Thank you, everyone. Okay, as I don't see any doubts, I'll end the session here. We can meet on next Tuesday. Okay, thank you, everyone.